Hey everybody, I'm Lauren Stone from Toy Wizards, that's toy-wizards.com, and we're back for another spontaneous toy review. What we're reviewing today is just so stinking cute. We are going to review the entire wave of the Peanuts ReAction figures from Super7. So what's the deal with these right now? These were not San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. These were actually sold off-site at the Super7 store. They have a brick and mortar store in San Diego, about 10 minutes from the convention center. And they did this entire Peanuts pop-up that I want to say went from Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. It was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday when this pop-up shop was going on. So they redid their whole store. You can see all of our coverage of it on toy-wizards.com. There's a link directly to the article in the description, so you can check it out. The whole store was just dedicated to t-shirts, Keshi, the ReAction figures, the big Snoopy vinyl. There was glasses, like pint glasses, all jigsaw puzzle, all Peanuts. It was super, super, super cute. It was beautiful. And the prices were really fair. So I'm going to show you, because I bought the whole wave. There's 6 Peanuts action figures in the ReAction figure wave. I keep leaning, so I just want to show you. I'm like, they're right there next to me, but I need to talk about them just a little bit more. I also have links to where you guys can pre-order these. I did the link to Super7 site, to Big Bad Toy Store. It doesn't matter. They're the exact same price. Doesn't matter where you get them from. Just get them, because these are so cute. And so all of those not convention exclusive but convention items are available now from Big Bad Toy Store and from Super7 themselves. All right, enough of my yapping. So let's look at the wave of toys. These are all done in the Peanuts comic style. So here's Charlie Brown, and I'm going to tell you, I debated long and hard if I was going to open one of these for this review, and I can't do it. I can't do it. Look how, look, this is from the Super7 store. There's a little bit of bending because, you know, that happens with cards. It's a big card. But I was like, oh, I can, order an extra, because I didn't think to get an extra to open to review. But I was thinking about it, and I can't do it. So if I do order another one of these, I will open it and do like the full 360 for you guys, but you can get the idea. The collector in me just seized. I can't do it. So I'm not going to open these, but I will show you in detail. Look at his little face. For those of you familiar with the ReAction figure series, they're usually tall, like, 3 3/4 inches tall. They're very thin. There's they're very there's that Kenner look. It's the G.I. Joe look, the old Star Wars toy look, and there's just like these skinny little things that you bounce around. These are so perfectly stylized. This is what those old Peanuts comics looked like, and I love the story behind why they chose this aesthetic instead of the maybe more like 70s and 80s cartoon 60s, 70s, 80s cartoon version that a lot of us know more. And I think it had a lot to do with the owner of Super7, Brian Flynn, reading these comics with his dad, and it was a really special memory for him. So that's part of the reason they went with this style, and I just thought that was so endearing and sweet. I read the whole blog post on their website, and it was really touching. In addition, these are also a really good style for toys because, again, so stylized. You can see the actual character on the card and then how it was translated to toy, and it's just so perfect. I love poor little Charlie Brown. So there's our main dude. We also have Linus with his blanket around his waist as a sash. Love that. The thumb is so cute. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just going to be a lot of me just like grinning like a goof. I love that. We have one. Oh, it's punched. Oh no. Yeah, I just love Peanuts, and a little comic in the back and some information about the debut of the comic and the information about it. So here, I can look at him from the side there. These are just so pretty, and a little bit more. It's funny, the Charlie Brown one has I'll show you again. He has like a wire around his neck to kind of hold him in there, but Linus doesn't. So I love the panic squiggle on Linus's face and his eyes all tripping out. This one was an interesting choice for me as a Peanuts fan, because this might have to do more with the cartoon than the comic. But Schroeder is in his baseball gear, and I, as many of us I'm sure, associate Schroeder more with his piano. that's, again, this, it could just be, and they're all in the baseball game. I've seen You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I remember Charlie Brown singing about baseball, and, being on the, doing the losing throw for the team. Like, we all saw that, and he cried and then blurred his ink on the pen pal letter, and then I cried. A few things can make me cry like Peanuts, especially You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Yeah, very touching little movie. So yeah, here's Schroeder. Again, excellent looking toy. My Schroeder plays the piano, but I understand he also did play on the baseball team with the rest of the kids. So it's not that it's wrong, it's just not my go-to Schroeder. And then we have like little Sally, and the cutest thing about this is my daughter thinks this is an action figure of her, because my daughter's 4 and she's just this like chubby little blonde girl who wears bows and has hair that flips out. So like I showed this to her and she's like, "Mommy, it's a little toy of me." And I'm like, "Of course it is. She looks just like you." So that was really sweet. I'll show you guys the sides, the back. And there's a little comic, cause Sally and Snoopy, and she's a baby. She's got a little stinky baby bottle. So I think that's just adorable. As we all know, they were depicted a little younger in those early comics before it settled into the more 60s plus Schultz style that we know, where they did, bigger kid adventures. Who was next? We got Lucy. I love her. This character is great. I love Lucy so much. Like, you don't mess with her. And look, she's a big comic on the back. Like, that's how important she is. They're yelling at each other. I love it. And tells you the date of the comic. Again, a little bit of bending in the card. I don't know if it's from the heat when I had it on the way home. Nothing was on them. I didn't crush them. Just that's kind of what happened. But again, you have these awesome figures, about 3 inches. I love the exaggerated heads. And they just stylized them so perfectly. Like, I'm sure that working with Peanuts, I would guess that working with Peanuts for Super7 was very much like, how do I put it? Like, in the same way that Disney really needs to approve the products that come out, I imagine that Peanuts is very similar, where it's just like, this is a legacy, this is a magical kingdom, a dynasty, and you have to respect it and treat it right. And rightfully so. Like, I don't mean to sound sarcastic or cynical here. It's just, these are very special pieces. These are very special comics. All of these are $15, $14.99, depending on where you buy them. So about $15 each. And again, I swooped the whole collection all at once because I love them. And last but not least, we have Snoopy, comic style. So he is a little longer in the face, as the technical term, if in the Jewish world, spitzy. He's very pointy. He's got a spitzy face. He's wearing his raccoon hat, little scary hunting beagle. He's so frightening. Look at him. He's so cute. I love Snoopy. You can see a lot of, we did another article on all the Medicom toy Peanut figures coming out. That's a Japanese company, and I've mentioned before that Peanuts, Snoopy and Friends is very, 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 very popular in Japan. So if you ever want really cool Peanuts toys, you can check out what they're selling in Japan, and you will get your selection. I have a Japanese Snoopy coffee mug that is also a music box, and it plays "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra in music box form. Or for people who don't know Sinatra, I was gonna say it's the ending song to Evangelion, but it's not anymore. So "Fly Me to the Moon." But it's a beautiful, beautiful mug slash music box that came from Japan. So there's lots of really original, interesting Peanuts, Snoopy stuff in Japan, but that's not what we're talking about right now. I just think it's wonderful that the Schultz estate is licensing these like for respectful, beautiful, loving products like these. Super7 loves Peanuts. Super7 made excellent products. They paid homage so wonderfully. And of course, there's, again, tons of other products that they made in this same line that were on display at San Diego Comic-Con, but were not convention exclusives. They were at their shop, and now you can pre-order them, and you will get them. August is, what day is it? August is in 3 days. So you can get yours soon, and you can pre-order them today. And again, I put links in the description so you can get yours now. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for another spontaneous toy review. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. Check out our site for all the best in toy news. We have more coming, content all the time, and you never know what we're going to do next. So we will see you soon, and you guys have a wonderful evening, all right? Bye.